Hello everyone. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's see what we got for you right now, guys. We have a car that I don't know, I never knew the car as that exact name, but I guess in different parts of the world they call it like that. We have for you right now a 143 scale Jeep Grand Cherokee. Again, I always knew this model exactly as the Jeep Cherokee, not the Grand. The Grand is a different model, at least in United States and in North America. The Grand Cherokee is a little bit more rounded back in the days when this car came out. But I guess in other parts of the world, they call this car the Grand Cherokee. So as in a platform that I'm doing right now, the car is called Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm gonna respect that. But I knew it more as the Jeep Cherokee only. So by the way, guys, again, this is a 143 scale. It's done. It's diecast by Del Prado. Del Prado, if I'm not mistaken, is a Spanish brand. It's not the best quality. I'm not gonna lie. They're not known for being the greatest quality cars. They're kind of on the cheaper side, but they are good. And this model specifically, I don't remember seeing in other brands. Maybe they are. I specifically have not seen it. But it's very well made. I gotta say it. The style, the looks, the details is exactly how it is in real life. It's a very square Jeep. It was very popular back in the days. It was quite reliable. You still see quite a few of them on the road. And they actually lasted for a very long time. They lasted for like about, if I'm not mistaken, about 2 decades. They restyled a little bit in the front, a little bit rounded, but it was basically the same square Jeep. So, when a car is out there for such a long time, it means that it's quite reliable and people like it. I was never a greatest fan of the style. I'm not very attracted by it. I never was. Not even now that it's more like a classic, but because they don't make it no more, and it's been out. They stopped making them quite a long time ago. But it's still, part of history, and it's a very important car for Jeep. It was out in the market representing their name for a long, long time. It's I like the wheels are the simple wheels. This is more like the lower end. There's not a hubcap. It's just the center little black hubcap in the center. It has the roof racks. It's quite a little cute, attractive diecast. When I saw it, I said I have to buy it because I didn't have the Jeep Cherokee, or how it says it here, Jeep Grand Cherokee. I didn't have it, but I said, "Oh wow." But then I was confused. I said, "Why would they put Grand Cherokee?" But I have to look at it. I think in other parts of the world they call it Grand Cherokee. That's the reason. But it's a very attractive little diecast. I have to admit, I'm attracted by it. Uh, it looks good. What do you guys think? All right, guys. I'm gonna let it go around a few times so you can have a nice look at the car and enjoy it. And I'm also gonna be looking at it because I'm enjoying this car going around. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I usually I'm not. I don't have. I know. Let me rephrase it. I have a lot of American cars, but I want to have more. That's what I wanted to say. I want to have more. Unfortunately, I mentioned it before. I see a lot of classics with American cars, but I find a lot of the muscle cars, the ones that we all like to see back in the 70s and 60s, the muscle cars like the Pontiac GTO and the Chevrolet Chevelle and the Oldsmobile 442. But I want other brands, I want to see other more obscure models that they're not so common, they were not appreciated so much. Example, the Chevrolet Citation or the Chevrolet Chevette from the 70s and 80s. Other model, let's see. Um, I don't know, the Sunfire, Pontiac Sunfire, Sunfire, I think it's called, but they had other models. The Oldsmobile Chiva, I think it's called Chieva or Chiva. Models like that, they were more obscure, they were not so appreciated or not wanted, but it's part of history, and not just the muscle cars are part of history. I wish a brand came out with those models, American models that were not popular. But a lot of people when they see them, they may say, "Oh, I learned how to drive one of these," or "My grandfather had one of these." You know. So those are things that hopefully one day these brands wake up and not it's not just muscle cars that we want to see. At least a few of us. All right, guys. So I usually say on my videos, please give me a nice thumbs up. I really really appreciate that. It shows me that you're enjoying the video as much as I'm enjoying the video doing it. I'm showing the world my collection. I sometimes I go to YouTube pages, videos. I mean, and I enjoy watching other people's videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy mine. Don't forget to click and subscribe. The bell next to the subscribe button will remind you when I'm posting more videos. I always say it, you know. And hey, watch the other videos. Sometimes I skip a few days. I know that. I'm sorry. I mentioned it before. I'm a mess. I shouldn't be doing this. But I apologize. Sometimes I'm so carry on with other stuff and I have so many things in my head. Do this, do that, do this. That sometimes I don't have the full time. But once I'm doing it, I'm doing it. All right, guys. So take care of yourselves and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye.